Are you a coach already? Have you thought about becoming a coach? What's your number one guess as to why coaching is still the fastest growing industry in the, I forget what it's called, the helping industries, health? I don't know exactly what it's called. Why? Because it freaking works, right? Like it works, right? And I'm guessing if you're still with me at this point, part of the reason why that you are with me and that you might be saying yes to some of those questions, or are you already a coach yet know there's another level to your success, to the impact you can have, to the business you can create? Well, if there are yeses to any of those things, I'm guessing that part of the reason is because you've had some cool experiences. You've grown, you've transformed, you've learned, you dealt with some stuff in your life that was not easy, yet you faced up to it. You created some wisdom. You overcame, right? And by the way, question I get a lot, especially from new coaches, maybe I need to get a certification, another certification, cool. Yes, certifications are great. I'm a certification junkie. I got so many and so many different things. Why? Because I love to learn. Because oftentimes the certification course is like the professional level. And the most important certification is what I spoke about a moment ago, what you have overcome and transformed in your life. That is your qualification. That is your real certification, right? What you have overcome in yourself. Therapeutic adage I love. You can't take anybody deeper than you have been yourself. And guess what? Your clients, potential clients, care about way more than your certifications. In fact, way more than what you've overcome. What you can help them with, right? They're the heroes. They're the ones that matter. It's your ability to support them, to help them. So if you said yes, can you see I'm a little pumped up? No caffeine. I just love this. And I'm inspired right now because of a conversation I had with one of my clients who created some just amazing stuff, some of which I didn't even know. And my response as to why I love being a coach, why I encourage you, if you got the inkling, if you got the desire, number one reason, because it feels so good to support people in creating lives that they love, right? In creating the language I use, freedom, love, and vibrancy, creating a vibrant, thriving life and business where they have more power, more ability to create what they want, where they have the ability to improve people's lives. And guess what? That's the game we're in. We make our lives better, their lives better, the world better through that. So check it out. Amy, 6 months ago, we met. She told me she was a coach or becoming a coach, wanted to be a coach. No clients yet. Okay, cool. We talked some more. I saw some ways that I could be of support to her. I said, hey, would you like to have a conversation? I got some ideas that could help you. Yeah, cool. So we had a conversation. We had another conversation. We had a couple. Is this helping? Yeah, it really is. Like I'm seeing things in a different way. We developed some rapport, some trust. Amy told me that actually she was in a bad way. She was a massage therapist, once doing really well, successful. Her business had dwindled. Like she was getting barely any bookings. She was stressed out, worried about money, on the edge of eviction. And she really wanted to not only succeed with that and get out of the financial distress, she really wanted to launch her coaching business. She'd overcome some amazing stuff around her journey with gut health, gut mess up, digestion, energy, chronic disease, gone through a pathway, knew that she could help other people with it, developed a really cool program methodology for it. But the thing that happens so often for new coaches is, well, how to get clients, right? How to get clients. We'll come back to that. How to have people say, yeah, I want to work with you. Sure. Here's $2,000, $5,000, $10,000. Let's go. So I give Amy a ton of credit because she did something that a lot of people are scared to do. I was scared to do at times in my life, which is take a leap of faith, make a commitment, make an investment. She made an investment in herself to work with me right at the point where she was freaking out about money. And part of what's great about that is that got her skin in the game, that got her motivated. She took on the work and really took it on, applied herself to it. So what happened? Short order. Her dwindling massage therapy business grew back to what it was and more, right? In very short order, like within weeks, bookings, right? Within a couple months, getting ready to make a move from one part of the country to another, from Maui to the mainland, right? Which is kind of a big deal after many years on Maui. She also managed to save, literally, her words, more money in a couple months span than she's ever saved in her entire life, right? Awesome. Like, I love that. Great. What else? Now has her first full paid coaching client for her 8-week program. Boom. Professional, in the game, delivering, thrilled. Spoke to her today. Like, what her client is getting from that is phenomenal, telling her, this, you're way undercharging. Like, we're only partway through and it's already changed my life. Feels so good. Like, multiple levels of it. What else? She told me, I didn't know this part either until recently, ended her long-standing addiction to marijuana. Clean. What else? She told me she's read more books in the last 6 months than in her entire life. Like, a love of learning and development, a motivation to continually improve and make herself better and more effective in her life, in her success, in her abundance, in her coaching. Oh, check this one out. I also didn't know this one until just a couple days ago. Healed the relationship with her father. This is what she told me. Hadn't spoken to him in years, right? And her and I didn't even speak directly about this. Part of what came to her with this was through the video mastery training that I give to my clients, right? As part of the program, it helps them learn faster and deeper. She applied some of what we were learning more directly around her business and her integrity being her word, took some of that on, spoke to her father for the first time in years, and now says they have a great relationship. Like, what? Just that alone, what's that worth? I get teary-eyed just thinking of that part. And maybe there's more. The last thing I'll share that Amy created that she told me is, I think, really the most important part. It's the least measurable. She said that she went from an inner conversation, inner monologue of self-loathing, the mean, nasty stuff that she said about herself to herself on a regular basis, daily, multiple times a day basis, that felt horrible, that was crippling, has changed to a positive conversation, to being her own cheerleader, to being loving with herself, to being a friend to herself. Right? And check it out. Amy's 6 months into an 8-month program with me. Part of how I learned a bunch of this is she said, look, let's keep going. I want to go further because, like, all this has happened. Let's talk about what our next agreement looks like. I said, cool. So let's look at what have you created so far? I look over here because I got notes, and there's more, but I'm not going to go into more. This is to say to you, right? If you said yes to the questions I asked at the beginning of this video, right? Might you want to be a coach? Might you want to make your coaching more successful, as in have greater impact, greater reach, greater income for you, so that you're not, doing side hustles in order to make payments in your life? The best reason of all right? Because of the way you change, develop, and grow, who you become in the process. Secondary gains are pretty darn cool, though. The ability to improve other people's lives. Yeah, to earn a great living, that's also really cool. All right, y'all. I hope this has been helpful. Part of the inspiration for me sharing about this right now is I am making some shifts to my own private coaching structure and fees. I've been getting such, I'd say overwhelming. It's not overwhelming, such positive feedback from clients of mine recently, what they're creating. It's like, wow. And I've also gotten some feedback from my coaches and colleagues about the value of what I'm giving. So that's happening this week. If you're interested, though, in working together before those changes, which gets you the old rates or the current rates, but even better, it gets things going, right? Allows us to start building. Then I would love to meet you, have a conversation. Send me a direct message. We'll schedule a conversation to just check it out. I'd love to know what you're up to, what you would love to be up to, and we can see if it's a fit. We'll talk about it. If it's not, I'll point you in the direction of some other possibilities. Y'all, thank you so much for watching. I love you. I love that you are interested in a world that is miraculous, that creates miracles. Thank you for being here.